Welcome to the Blockchain Report, where we discuss all things blockchain technology, digital assets, DeFi, NFTs, and much more. Today, I have a special video, a couple guests from the Sunrise Layer project. This is a data availability layer using proof of liquidity to help secure the blockchain. And you're on the Cosmos network, right? More in the Cosmos ecosystem. And yeah, they're building out an amazing product. I'm using a similar product in the base ecosystem. So I've really loved the idea of this proof of liquidity, the flywheel technology, and just how to use your dollar to power your financial future. And I love the gamification of the testnet that you've been building out. And I really wanted to cover this because I tell everyone that testnets are really important because it gives you the ability to test out different products in crypto without using your actual hard-earned money, risk losing a lot. So it's great to get the experience without the risk. And you're building out an amazing product. The gamification aspect has been great. I've seen some other projects do it as well, and it gets the community more engaged. And I also love the fact that you are engaged with the community and taking feedback. And like earlier, I saw that there was a bug report that is being put out and fixed, so you're on top of these actions and taking a lot. I've been in the Discord quite a bit and seeing your interaction and stuff, and it's great to see. It's good to see that you're engaged and not just trying to pump and dump a project. But no, I just wanted to take the time to kind of meet you and understand where you guys come from and why Sunrise and your background and what led you to Sunrise. So what's your kind of crypto journey that led you here?
Sure. I don't know, Kevin, do you want to go first or should I go first?
Steve, I'll go after you.
Okay, awesome. I'd say that it's been an incredible journey and we have a very diverse team, but also a very stacked team. Our two co-founders are both Japanese. They've been in the space for a long time and they've been building amazing products so far. We're also the team behind Ununified, now known as Gluon, if anyone is familiar with the project. But we've been in the space for so long and we've contributed in different ways in the space. And it's just incredible to see like the vision of Sunrise come to fruition. I've been in the space mostly doing marketing, business development, growth, and all of that fun stuff. And I'm currently doing marketing and community management with Sunrise. And we have the most incredible community ever. And yeah, it's just been an incredible journey for me. I started in crypto the way most people did. I'm trying to buy, excuse me, I heard about Bitcoin. I heard that people were making so much money. So I was like, wait, what is going on here? And I remember buying the first ever coin I ever bought was off Binance, and I had no clue what the coin was about or what I was doing, but I knew, yeah, I wanted to own some crypto. And it's been an incredible journey going from that point to actually being able to contribute to products and actually build out interesting and incredible products in the space.
That's awesome. How many years would you say you've been involved in crypto now?
5 years
Oh,
so far.
you've been through a few cycles before.
For sure, for sure. And it's funny how in crypto, like the cycles pretty much mirror each other. Like we can almost predict like what happens after, a season like this where everyone's happy and everyone's making money and all of that. But yeah, it's been an incredible ride. I love the space. I definitely always want to keep building in the space.
Amazing.
It's cool. So my background started in really my first introduction to crypto was in 2021. It was after DeFi summer, and I actually didn't know much about crypto or Ethereum or smart contracts or anything like that. I just had a background in computer engineering. And one of my friends in the summer said, "Hey, do you want to do a crypto hackathon? It's like a Web3 hackathon where you can make a lot of money just by building something for online on for a couple of weeks." So I really didn't even know what Uniswap was, but he somehow roped me into making a yearn vault strategy, like a V2 strategy where you like deposit wrap Bitcoin and get some yield in Solidity. So my background was that like I dived head in without even really knowing what Uniswap was, but I learned so much. I didn't win that hackathon because I had no experience, but a month later I won another big trading a hackathon for like a trading bot platform. And then since then I've been involved in crypto. Previously I worked at KPMG Crypto doing consulting and also dev work, and then I went to Gelato, which is a roll up as a service provider, and recently I had just joined Sunrise as the lead dev rel. Yeah, that brings me to Sunrise.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's more on like Cardano.
Gelato is like EVM,
Or is it
but
cross?
yeah, it's cross. It's mostly EVM. So if you want to spin up your own L2, you can go to them, and they've handled some impressive projects recently.
How long ago did you leave for Sunrise?
So I was there for a few months in 2023.
And then you've been here
And
since?
I joined Sunrise in September.
Oh, of this year.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're new too. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a engineering background, electronics engineering, so I got really
Oh,
into
cool.
the tech to start. Well, originally I got into it for psychedelic reasons, but then I was like, oh, well, there's some use case for this. This was like 2015. So, I had just heard Bitcoin and can use it to buy certain things. So I was like, oh, let me explore this more. And being a tech guy, I got into the tech and what it could be used for and the capabilities. And 2020, the end of it, I really got heavy back into it and started researching a lot. And about a year and a half later, I had friends tell me to start my own channel. So 2.5 years ago, I started this channel just sharing my experiences. Airdrops was a big thing, trying to find ways to compensate, my income in other ways and make money without having to invest a lot, and being able to contribute to these projects in a meaningful way, spending time in discords and submitting tickets, for things. So I tell people you're almost like a product tester at this point. And think of in the 90s when Amazon and stuff were just starting out and they're building out their infrastructure and they don't have the necessary funding to hire all these testers and developers. So you put it out to the community. And if you're going to put out a decentralized product, you want the community to be involved 100% as much as possible, and giving them a way to basically control and operate the whole platform. I don't know if you're familiar with Velodrome on finance on Base. I've been using them a lot more, and they have the similar flywheel technology that I haven't really dug into it like that before, but this other crypto YouTuber that I've been networking with has been really diving into it and finding really amazing benefits. You find a pool that has not a lot of volatility and pick a range that you're comfortable with, and you can manage that, once or twice a week and have your money just, make money for you. And if it really opened my eyes to see the power of this tech. And there's so much that we don't even understand or even know that this is capable of yet. So we're still so early, and being able to understand this in a way that, like, okay, we're rolling this out in a test net setting, and you can play around and break whatever and just learn as much as you can. And when it comes to the real world, you'll be better prepared. But the gamification, I really love. And one thing about the social aspect on Twitter is there's no spamminess. They're not spamming like 1,000 things a day, and it's very well done, I will say. And like I said, the engagement in the Discord too has been amazing.
It's incredible.
All right, welcome back. We had some testnet issues that were known and being addressed, and this is actually a good thing to bring up before we get started, is the fact that you guys will take the time to listen to feedback and take the time to address issues with the testnet, as I've seen many projects in the past kind of drag their behinds when it comes to developing and taking the feedback and addressing issues in a rapid amount of time. You guys respond quickly and you address it in the Discord, which is awesome. And I know Kevin isn't available to join right now, but he mentioned that one of the pain points was getting the Gitcoin passport to verify, or there were some issues confirming people and getting that situated, but everything, it was within a week. You guys had everything up and running fine, probably shorter than that, but it was good to see, and having some bugs where the yen wasn't showing up and some other liquidity pools weren't populating. You addressed the issue and fixed it, and it was working great. So, hats off to you and the team for getting things going, especially with V2. Everyone wants to get their burbs upgraded and participate because there's a lot of stuff going on. You got the casino and the lottery, daily activities. So we'll dive deep into those. But how was it developing or setting up the framework in the conference room, so to speak? You guys developing V2 as opposed to V1, which was kind of a basic platform. You have your basic swap function, your faucet, and liquidity pools, governance. There was some activity, but you had your points, the points that you accumulate for each task. for swapping, providing liquidity. And one thing I didn't do enough of was claim VRise in V1. I claimed some, but I addressed this strategy in the V2 update, was picking a liquidity pool that will give you a good reward in VRise.
Yeah.
And that is also your key to getting more yen, because for every one VRise you have, I think you get a certain amount of yen, and so it does matter, and interacting with this daily. So it's yeah, but how was it going from that, the basic 4 task list, to coming up with this burb and or the haru and all this, the shop where you got all these accessories? What was that like?
Sure. First things first is the entire Sunrise team is incredibly brilliant, and we have the culture of collaboration at Sunrise. We don't shy away from working in the open, so we pretty much sometimes just have like open conversations in general channels where everyone can contribute to these conversations, and everyone sort of knows like what the next step is, what we're working on, what's like high priority. And I remember that in Testnet V1, there was so much amazing feedback that we got from the community. And one good example is people had said, oh, they want like more to do when they come into the testnet every day, right? They want to go beyond just swapping and providing liquidity. They wanted to do more exciting stuff. And a lot of that feedback went into how we designed Testnet V2. It was very collaborative. We had the most amazing artists working on the Haru character. And, we just had so much input from different members of the team. And even in terms of like engineering, our engineering team is stacked with the most amazing talent ever. So it was a lot of collaboration, but it was also taking a lot of the feedback that we had gotten from the community and making something truly amazing.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, and you mentioned that the artist too is pretty well known in Japan. He's a Japanese artist that designed all of this.
Yeah, he's very popular in Japan. His name is Jojima George. He's on Twitter as well. You should definitely check him out. His art is amazing. And what he managed to bring to life in the Haru character is just incredible. Also, in the amount of time that he had to do this, I think he's an absolute legend for that.
Right here, Dojima George.
Yes, that's him. Give him a
Give him a
follow, guys.
follow.
He's a
Yeah.
legend.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, me and my girlfriend are really wanting to visit Japan because it's just such a beautiful place and culture. We've been dying to go visit.
I think it's an incredible place. I've never been, but both of our co-founders are actually Japanese, and they're incredible people.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. Yeah, so we got the little Haru, and
I love what you've done with your Haru. Love the hat.
Yeah. So also one thing I wanted to bring up was, as I saw yesterday, shout out in the Discord when you dropped a special bonus for a bonus yen to anyone who showed their Haru on the Twitter post the other day. So if you were lucky enough to post on here, I missed the tweet, but those got a special bonus yen. So being active on socials, in the Discord, you guys play games regularly. I've been in there for a few of them, trivia, all kinds of stuff. So there's all kinds of ways to get more yen and upgrade your Haru, because that's your key to getting more experience points. There's 175 items. You can equip 7 and jump over to the shop. Little hats, glasses, bags, all kinds of fun stuff. And I love the moon stick.
Something really fun.
Is what?
Something really fun I've been doing on Testnet is maybe every week I have like a color that I want to dress my Haru in, and I just buy items all in the same color. So if I'm doing blue this week, I'm buying all blue items, and that's all I'm giving my Haru.
There you go. That's man, there's all kinds of fun ways you can play around with it, and there's so many different items, and it's it's so cool to see everyone's customizations. And if you're lucky enough, who is it? Someone in the Discord yesterday showed that their their Haru was decked out in everything. They were maxed out. They had all items.
Yeah.
I think it was because of the lottery. Like if you are lucky enough they have these lotteries, if not daily, every other day, but multiple lotteries for your chance to win quite a lot, 100,000 yen, and you just have to equip
That's huge.
the little item. Yeah, and it's It's pretty easy. This one was what, 100 yen, so you're not spending a lot. Do I have mine
And
equipped?
that's also based off of the feedback that we've gotten. I remember when the testnet started off, a lot of the items that we had were items over 2K Harry yen or even 5K. And a couple of
Mm.
people had said, I can't afford those items right now. And we made it a point, or we made it like a pointer in our heads that going forward, we would always have items under 600 Harry yen, just so everyone can be a part of the raffles and everyone can win big.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, 600, and it's got the sticks. I need my red stick to enter the lottery. So yeah, you can buy these, and don't forget to equip them, because if you don't equip them, then you won't be eligible.
Very important point.
Yeah, yeah, because that's the important thing. If it's not a confirmed on-chain action, you could have the item, but if it's not on the list of requirements, there we go. I want to say yeah, before it ends today. But yeah, stay up on the lottery because that's a great way to increase your odds of the yen. And is there anything else you wanted to cover on the shop? Any other cool little things you
Yeah,
guys had before we hit the casinos, do a little gambling?
you can head right into the casinos.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite casino game on the testnet?
Oh, I like the prediction markets just because I'll hedge
Yeah.
I'll hedge my bets or try and hedge my bets and hope like the underdog kind of comes through. But I think it's my browser is lagging because I remember doing this live. I used to live stream and my browser would struggle.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's Brave. Because Brave browser, it's great. But I noticed sometimes it has some issues with the lagging. But the testnet site is fine. I mean, we've been doing all kinds of stuff in here. But yeah, they got the prediction markets and you can hedge your bet up and down, see if we can get this again. If not, we'll move on. I don't want it to.
I low-key want to know what you bet for these ones.
Oh yeah, I'll send you screenshots when we jump off because I'll do like a little bit higher on one side versus the other, but
Yeah. Oh,
I'll
I
see if it
see.
I'll see if my strategy pays off. I got my brother on this. He's actually a little bit higher XP than me, but
Whoa, that's
yeah,
amazing.
he doesn't really have time to do a lot of testnet stuff because he's got kids and stuff.
Yeah,
So his
yeah,
time is limited. But once in a while, I can get him on some things, and this is a fun way to. It's not just swapping and stuff, but yeah, go into the faucet, make sure you claim. I noticed you guys upped it to 30 rise as opposed to
yeah.
10, and
Mm,
there was a thing in the Discord as well. The announcements asking the community to vote on whether or not to bring in the V rise from V1, right? What was
yeah.
the whole thing with that and increasing the amount of of rise per day? So how did that go?
So, we wanted to know if people wanted to carry on. So, what had happened was when V2 went live, a lot of the actions that people had performed in testnet V1 gave them a lot more carry on. So, for example, if you were claiming your V-Rise rewards in V1, you probably started V2 with a lot more carry on than the average person. And a couple of people weren't too happy about this. Some of them, it was because they were not a part of V1, and for some other people, it was because they weren't claiming their V-Ride rewards. So we were prepared to level the playing field, if you can call it that, and reset everything. But we didn't want to take an action like that without speaking to the community. Because at the end of the day, we want to be in a position where everyone feels carried along, everyone feels like we're actually listening to their feedback. And we put it up to a vote, and people voted to keep what we have on ground right now, which is all of your V rise from V1 can carry on to V2 and give you Harry Yen, and also maintain all the progress on V2 so far.
That's great. Yeah, way to listen to the community and find a solution that everyone or the majority would be happy with. And did you have a lot of backlash from the results, or did everyone seem pretty okay with how things have
Surprisingly,
gone?
no. Surprisingly, no. There's barely any backlash. Which also makes me feel like the votes were a true presentation of how the community feels.
Yeah.
Most people were okay with this, and most people were happy that we were able to keep things as they are.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah,
And I know that, you implementing the Gitcoin passport,
yeah,
I see it as a good thing. I know it's it's kind of hard for some people to get that because they don't know and have the 0.001
Sounds.
Ethereum on mainnet. But
Yeah.
I feel it's important to have some sort of verification and some limits or requirements, because I've seen a lot of projects have just so many bot accounts spam
Yeah.
these projects and steal, people who did it the right way and worked hard, providing value for the community
Yeah.
and not blowing up the numbers or the metrics, because that's also an important factor. You guys are looking at how many of these people are actual real valued
Real
users
people.
versus somebody with 20 or 30 wallets spamming, just trying to get a fat bag. And I don't blame you for trying to make money. It's a great place to make money and build a financial future, but you don't want to take
Yeah.
advantage of these people who are working hard to develop a product and people who are putting in their time. I mean, that's value that they're putting in their time and effort.
Yeah.
And it's great to see you putting some requirements and stuff in there to bring the real valued users back. But how were the metrics from V1? Like I know there was like at least 500,000 people or more that were signed up.
V1 was pretty impressive. The last time that I looked at the numbers, we were way past 300K users, but I haven't looked at it in a while. But yeah, for V1, we were way past 300K users.
Dude,
And we recognized that there may have been some activity there that's not ideally what we want. And we definitely want to do an audit of the entire leaderboard. We just haven't done that yet. It's going to happen at the end of both testnets. We're going to make sure that all the activity that happened is like in line with what we have in mind, and authentic real users are getting the rewards that they deserve.
that's great. Yeah, I know Layer Zero did a huge investigation into all the bots and stuff. They did a really impressive job at filtering out. I mean, they went really deep.
Yeah, I remember that.
But it's in some cases it's necessary, because I've seen teams that will dump on they'll have their allocations and dump on the community and stuff, and it's just
Yeah.
crazy to see, and you want a good team that is building a good product and that is out there and engaging with the community, not spamming. Like I said, on your socials, you're not
Yeah.
spamming all kinds of weird stuff. Real engagement. And it just makes it even better when the product is working functionally and it's engaging and fun. It's simple. You got your faucet and tokens. I wanted to ask about some of these other assets. Are these just kind of here are they going to be used in the future? I was trying to swap for some of these, but I didn't know if they had plans to add these on the testnet.
So for a lot of the tokens you see right now, it's a little sneak peek into what's coming on Sunrise Mainnet, and just showing you some of the capabilities on Sunrise Mainnet. So you know that you're able to LP and swap in tokens. You're able to LP and swap chain assets, and you're able to LP and swap assets from tons of ecosystems. So it's just something for our users to be able to look forward to on like what's coming on mainnet.
Got it. Yeah. Little teasers.
Yes, and I'm super excited for that. There's so much that's coming on mainnet, and I want to spill so many times, but I'm like, no, let them wait, let them experience this, and trust me, it's worth the wait.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's always worth the wait. And like I said, you want to get as much XP as you can and engage with the community, not just on Twitter, but on Discord as well.
Very important.
Yeah, there's quite a few people already have theirs maxed out, which is pretty wild. And
Yeah,
remember, you want to come in and lock your VRIs. This is very important when voting and just any on-chain interaction. I think we've covered quite a bit. And I do want to ask one thing before we jump out of here. Will there be a
sure.
V3, or is this the final road to mainnet?
I assure you, there's no V3. The plan is V2 and then mainnet. No in betweens, nothing else, just V2 and then mainnet.
Nice, beautiful. Do you plan on rolling out EVM compatibility? I know that you're more aligned in the Cosmos ecosystem, right? Or is there,
So
how will that work
yeah,
on mainnet?
what we're building towards would be compatible with tons of ecosystems. We're looking to build something where anyone can tap into liquidity and tap into DA and
Mhm.
be able to get blob space on Sunrise in the simplest way possible from as many ecosystems as possible.
That's great. I would love to see some
Yeah,
integration with Bitcoin too down the line. I know that
For
the
sure.
Bitcoin ecosystem is really starting to pick up with
Nicole.
more, layer twos and more tech being built out on there. And
Yeah,
it's
it's incredible to see.
yeah.
Very happy to see a lot more innovation on Bitcoin. It's about time.
Yeah, yeah. It's cool to see the technology being developed and the unique use cases and utility. And
Yeah,
we just thought Bitcoin was this old relic of just a store of value, and now we can actually build on it and extract more value from that chain. We just need it to be a little bit cheaper and faster. But that's why we have Ethereum L2s and Cosmos inter-blockchain communication and connectivity. I remember 3 years ago, 4 years ago, it was so hard to do cross-chain transactions. Just moving between L2s that were there was a pain. And to see all this and utilizing data availability, this new
yeah,
kind of tech is beautiful. It's make things faster, cheaper,
yeah,
and more efficient. And you can, like you said, use blob space to help validate and secure the network, and you're actually a part of helping run everything and not just
yeah.
saying, oh, what is this? You be a valued user and owner. So it makes it, at least for me, it makes me feel more like I appreciate it more because I am part owner in it. You're not just having the
Yeah.
banks taking or institutions taking money from you that's sitting there. You're utilizing it to help decentralized network. So it's amazing to see, and you guys are doing a great job, the whole team,
Thank
everyone.
you so much for this.
And thank you for coming on again and diving into
Sure.
the test net. And we will continue engagement for sure, because I definitely will be using this on mainnet, because I want my hands in all different ecosystems and just keep growing and teaching others the power of blockchain technology and these cool projects that are coming down. So, Captain, thank you so much for jumping on. And with that, this is the Blockchain Report, and we will fade to the outro. Agenda
peace.
today. Do you have anything that you want to get out to the people, the crypto fam?
I think on our end, the most important thing is that the entire team is heads down building. The entire Sunrise team is made up of Chads. Everyone is super dedicated to what we're building out, and we're always listening, always open to feedback. We have the most incredible community, and they give us so much valuable feedback. And like, if anyone is paying attention, they can see like how we take all of the feedback that we get and we build out an even better product from that. So I'd say that we're still building. There's so much more to come from Sunrise. And yeah, just keep supporting, keep clicking the testnet. There's so much to gain. Testnet users are eligible for the Rise airdrop, so there's definitely a lot to gain on that front. You get to
Yeah, keep clicking that test net.
use like the coolest testnet out right now, so you definitely want to use that.
Hello?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
hi
think the end of
Kevin. Yeah, we can hear
I think at the end of it lagged a little bit, but we got it.
you.
Yeah, how about you, Kevin? Any last words?
Oh yeah, please try out Testnet V2. Enjoy yourself with like the games, the burb stuff. And if you have any issues, feel free to DM either of us on Twitter or just ask for help in Discord, and we'll help you. But yeah, please try it out if you haven't already.
Yeah, awesome, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time today. I really appreciate it. It's been great getting
Yeah,
to connect with you and the project over the months. So I can't wait to see what you guys have
sure.
in store for the future.
Sure, and thank you for having us. This was a great conversation. You're always active in the community, so it's awesome to get to be on your space and get to be in your video as well.
I
Thank you so
appreciate it.
much.
Yeah, thank you guys. And
Thank
with
you.
that, that's the Blockchain Report. Have a wonderful day. Peace.